Hey everybody, my name's Dakota, and I want to invite you on my journey to get my pilot's license. So, quick story about that. Essentially, I am returning to the world of aviation after 10 years of not being a part of it at all. I originally tried to get my pilot's license 10 years ago and actually tried to make a career out of it. And if you know anything about the aviation field, there's actually a 60% dropout rate due to the cost and a lot of other things that eventually I'll end up going into on this channel. But this channel is just going to be dedicated to my journey back. Hopefully it'll encourage a few other people to follow the footsteps, get a foothold back into aviation, because it's a beautiful thing. Not a day has gone by I haven't thought about it ever since. So today, the first step, if you're looking to get back into aviation, is actually to do a discovery flight, or even if you're just looking to start into aviation. So you can find a discovery flight just by Googling discovery flights in your area. They'll typically range anywhere from $100 to $200 for about 30 minutes to an hour. Just depends on the person. From there, that's a great opportunity for you to, one, meet the flight school or instructor that you would be learning from, but also see if aviation is for you, if you're ready to get back in it, if you really do enjoy it, and just find out for yourself. That's definitely my first recommendation for you to do. Today we have 2 discovery flights because you always want to do multiple discovery flights to make sure you're finding the best instructor for you and your needs. The first guy we're going to, he just does it on his own. He's his own instructor. He's got his own business, I believe, and it's about $100, and we're going to go up for about an hour in an Archer and see how we get along, see how we enjoy it, see what he's able to help me with returning to aviation after 10 years of being completely uninvolved with it. And then later today, we're going to go to an actual flight school. They're a little bit more costly. They're about $165. But I'm going to go there. I'm going to meet them. I'm actually not going to fly there today. I'm really just going to sit down with the owners and get to know them, talk to them about my journey back, and see how they can help me. And from there, this weekend, I'll decide where I'm going to go full-time. And when I say full-time, I just mean, committed to. Because I'm doing this essentially part-time. I do have a full-time job and a family. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But if you're like me and you're looking to get back into it, feel free to follow along and see how this journey goes. All right, so we just got done with our first discovery flight for the day. It was a great time in a little 1975 Archer. Beautiful plane, great plane, flew really well. Really enjoyed being back in the air. That was awesome. I even got to try my new headset out, and it just so comfortable, crystal clear. Really enjoyed it. So very thankful for that. A couple things to know when you're looking for a discovery flight. Look first for the instructor, like how well they teach, how well they break things down. And this guy was super professional, very polite, broke things down to really simple terms and stuff for me. Really enjoyed it. I thought he did a great job. I did let him know I was going to another flight school as well, so he knows that I'm going to be picking between him and another one. He was completely comfortable with that, and seemed really appreciative that I let him know up front what to expect. But basically, he is his own flight school, so it's just him and one aircraft. So that is one thing to be aware of. You definitely want to ask how many planes they have, how many instructors are with them, just so you know, hey, if that plane goes down, you might be set back a month or 2, depending on how long it takes to get that plane repaired, fixed, do an annual, things like that. Sometimes it's just a week or 2, sometimes it may be a month or more. So that is one drawback to this first discovery flight I did, being that there's only one instructor, one aircraft. If he got sick, it's just going to delay things. So the benefit to that is that his rates are a little cheaper. He's about $10–15 cheaper per hour. You need a lot of hours for flights, so it really adds up over time. But we'll take that knowledge and go into our next discovery flight, see how they do, because they're actually very different. I know ahead of time that they have roughly 5 or 10 aircraft and multiple instructors. So I'm very interested to see how that dynamic goes and what they can offer and what the differences are. So stay tuned. All right, so I've now gotten out of the second discovery meeting. Didn't fly, but just a meeting. I got a tour of the place, tour of the planes, got to sit down on them, check them out, look over everything. Spent about an hour talking to the flight instructors, talking to the owners, things like that, get to know them. Overall, I will say it was a great experience, to be honest. So the benefit of this location is that it's an actual legitimate school. That being the case, they have more resources, more flight instructors, more planes. They have, I think, like 7 or 8 planes, looking to get 5 more in the first quarter of next year, which is huge. A couple downsides is they are farther out. They're about an hour away from me, so it's going to be, you know, a couple hours a day just driving, or a couple hours a trip. And they are a little bit more costly. They're about $25, $30 more per hour. That being the case, having a school does have a lot of advantages. And also for me personally, I hope to open up my own flight school one day. That's why I'm doing this. That's kind of my long-term vision for what I'm doing in my career in aviation, is to run my own flight school. And I'll tell you guys more about that much later, once I'm ready to kind of unveil that. But yeah, I've got a lot to think about over the weekend. I'm going to make my decision final come Sunday, Lord willing, and go from there. But I got a lot to think through, and I got 2 good options. I will say that they're both good options. I think either one of them could work and will work. Now just to pray through it. So we'll see how that goes. So guys, lastly, in closing this video, if this is something that you think will be interesting to watch, please come join me and follow along. I'm going to be going over everything I can possibly think of, from what headset to use, what gear you'll need to get started, the cost of actually going through this from start to finish, getting all the ratings and everything you need. I am currently at about 42 hours right now, but that was 10 years ago. By the way, all those hours still count toward my license. Hours do not expire, but proficiency does. I do have to get proficient in everything again. I'm guessing it's going to take about 30 hours, give or take, just to learn everything, re-educate myself, get familiar with flying again. The discovery flight I did today, hey, just being able to grab the controls, get a feel for it, and get back in the air felt amazing. So yeah, if you think this will be interesting for you, or you want to know more or learn how you can get your license and start a career in aviation, feel free to follow along, and let's have some fun along the way.